Boys and girls, football pundits around the world, it's your boy Adam here live on Couch Sports Football. We have World Cup action for you guys. Woo! Sorry, I've had to run down the stairs. I forgot my headset was downstairs. What the hell am I doing? What am I doing? My headset was downstairs. Had to run down to get it. But how are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is Liverpool against Leicester City. And sorry, I'm a bit late. I was actually checking when the last time Oxlade-Chamberlain has made back-to-back appearances. Is there like stats? Is there like all the games that he's played? Surely I can see that Liverpool stats for maybe transfer one has it. Transfer. In the current season. Okay, himself in the injury, 29 scored his first goal of the season coming off the bench in 3-0 against Burnley. So that was in the 2020-2021 season. I might have to just look out for that one. It's not really something that I came to, but how are you all doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world? It's your boy Adam here live on Couch Sports Football, and we have Premier League action. We have Liverpool taking on Leicester here. The start of the weekend games is Friday night, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing? I'd have to apologize. I've still got a bit of a sore throat, so I'm drinking the tea. Drinking the tea to soothe the throat. Because let's be honest, if this game becomes end to end, you all know I am gonna scream to the heavens. But how are we all doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Where are we all from and who do we support? Are we Liverpool fans? Are we Leicester fans? Are we just fans of football? If anyone can see, if there's anyone that can see Oxlade-Chamberlain, maybe on the Premier League I'll be able to see it. Maybe on the Premier League, if I go on to Liverpool and then I click on Oxlade-Chamberlain, who's making his second start, back-to-back starts here. So he's made 5 appearances this season. 5 appearances this season. What? That doesn't make sense. 2023, he's made... Doesn't show the Premier League there. Premier League playing career. What is going on? Am I being blind? Oh no, he's made 5 appearances, 3 at subs. Okay. So 3 were as subs. He made 17 appearances last season. 17 appearances last season. I'd love to know. Maybe SofaScore have it. Let me see. SofaScore. Liverpool against Liverpool. Liverpool against Liverpool. Liverpool against Oxlade-Chamberlain, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here. Receive notification. So he started. He started against. He didn't start. He didn't appear. Did he start in this game? No, he didn't start in that game. Did he start in this game? No, he did. Oh yeah, he did. He started in the Aston Villa game. Did he start in any other games further forward? Let me see. If I go back onto Oxlade-Chamberlain. Right, let's see. So he started in that one. What does this mean? That doesn't mean anything. He started in this one. 9th. Did he start in this one? Did he start? Sure. Wait. Did he start in this one? Lineup. So he started on the 9th of November. So we just want to look at Premier League though. Premier League. So Premier League. It must have been a long time. Wait, 22nd and the 26th. 22nd. Oh, that's now. I have no ideas, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea. Previous. So Derby County on the 9th and the 12th of 9th and let's see. Did he Oxlade-Chamberlain on the 11th of 11th of November. Sorry, the 9th of November he started for Liverpool against Derby. And then he started on the 12th of November for Liverpool. So that's Premier League. Did he start in this Premier League one, Nottingham Forest? He started in this one. He started. No, he didn't start that one. So how's he got a 6.5 rating? Did he come on? He must have come on. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I am just a bit in shock, really, because Oxlade-Chamberlain is starting today. He is starting today, so I'm just a bit shocked. I just wanted to see when the last time he started two back-to-back Premier League games. And it's not something that I can find. Maybe you guys can find it for me and let me know in the comments. But obviously the players are going to be walking out, and we are going to pay our respects, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, Pele, probably one of the greatest people of all time. Not just players. I'm talking about people. You think about the time, the society when he was the greatest. No, so when he was embracing the scene. Think about the society back then. Obviously, we've come leaps and bounds over the society back then. Um, the players are coming out here. Liverpool against Leicester. They will be paying their respects to Pele when they come out on the pitch, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. The players walk out here. Henderson with a wreath. Allison with a wreath. He will have seen. He will have seen Pele play. He would have been old enough to see. Maybe not. Maybe not. No, maybe I'm going a bit too far. But he will have known his history. Let's give you the Liverpool team news, ladies and gentlemen. Let's transfer over to the game. Liverpool against Leicester. Liverpool starting 11. Alisson in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Matip, and Robertson. Elliot Henderson and Thiago with Mohamed Salah, Darwin Nunez, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain playing through the middle. No Gakpo on the bench today. He may have featured next week. I think they play on Monday. Leicester, on the other hand, a 4-1-4-1 formation. Danny Ward in goal for Leicester. Castagna, Amate, Face, and Thomas. Ndidi and Samer make the midfield two. Iozi, Perez, Shrewsbury Hall, Harvey Barnes make the midfield three. And Patson Daka plays up front. I wonder how you pronounce that name. No idea. I'll have to have a look. Maybe I'll have it here. Just waiting for Fast. Wout Fast. Okay, so it's Fast. Wout Fast. Apparently that's how you say it. I'll have to check it out, make sure I'm right. But we'll have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. The players there just getting the toss ready here. Leicester against Liverpool at Anfield. The players have sung their national anthem for Liverpool, You'll Never Walk Alone. And here we go. We will be respecting the minute silence when the world lost Edson Arantes do Nascimento, known as Pele on the pitch. But to the rest of the world, ladies and gentlemen, he was king of football throughout that period. So we will be respecting a moment here after football lost one of its greatest. And there we go. The players are there. Oh, that was for David Johnson. That wasn't for Pele. Oh, it was for both of them. It was for both Pele and Johnson. Interesting. They did it for both. Interesting. Second half, I wish. First half here on Cal Sports Football, Liverpool shooting from, I think it's right to left, and Leicester, yeah, it is right to left, and Leicester shooting from left to right here. Liverpool in their famous red kit, Leicester in the famous blue kit, gracing the field at Anfield, ladies and gentlemen. Premier League football on Friday, the 30th of December, 2022. Live here on Cal Sports Football is Daka, who starts the game off and he's fast. With a ball out to the left hand side towards Harvey Barnes. First time into Daka. Daka takes the turn and goes backwards to Thomas. Thomas into NDD. NDD into Saman. Saman goes backwards here towards Wout. Fast. Over the top there. But it's intercepted there by Matip. His pass is straight to the pass of Thomas. But Thomas couldn't keep it alive. Harvey Elliott wins it and Mohamed Salah now tries to feed the ball into the middle, but Ayoze Perez is there. Castagna can't get on the ball. Thiago does well to spin away from Sommer. The referee pulls it back for a Liverpool free kick here on the right side. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world, how are we doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Where we all from and who do we support? Elliot on the ball goes it 1-2 with Trent Alexander-Arnold down that right side into Salah. First time into Trent Alexander-Arnold, who tries to whip a ball into the box, but it comes off the defender. And it goes out for Liverpool, throwing down that left-hand side. Liverpool 0. Leicester 0. Liverpool to take the throw quickly here towards Mohamed Salah. But Ward is off his line. And Leicester start the game back off here on Couch Sports Football. 1 minute into the game. Leicester 0. Liverpool 0 here at Anfield. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? Welcome to the stream. Brendan Rodgers taking charge of his 300th Premier League game on Boxing Day. That 3-0 defeat to Newcastle. They'll want to play better than that today. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Here we go with Matip heads it out wide for Leicester, throwing down that left-hand side. Thomas can't keep it in play. And it goes out for a Liverpool throwing where Trent Alexander-Arnold will start the game off. And he goes back to Matip. Matip on the right side. Floats the ball over the top towards Darwin Núñez, who brings the ball under control. And is cleared away by Ndidi. But it falls to Harvey Elliott. Tries to feed the first time pass towards Oxlade-Chamberlain. And it goes out for a Leicester throw-in taken by Thomas into Shrewsbury Hall. Thomas is there back to Shrewsbury Hall. The referee's going to put it back here. The referee is going to put it back here. Gakpo there in the stadium officially joins Liverpool on New Year's Day. Everything is signed and dusted there. Great signing by Liverpool. They need depth in squad. They've got a starting 11 and they don't have anything else. And when players get injured, they suffer. Here we go with Thomas. Puts the ball over the top there towards Harvey Barnes down that left-hand side. 1-1 against Matip. Gets himself into the box, but it intercepted. And it goes out for a goal kick here on the right side for Liverpool. First attempt here for Leicester. It's a beautiful ball over the top, and Harvey Barnes can't take it in his stride. And Matip is there just to cover. I thought he went out for a corner, but the referee said goal kick, and it's Liverpool who started the game off here with Andy Robertson on the left side. 1-2 with Harvey Elliott, returns it back to Harvey Elliott, finds himself into the box, takes a shot. Maybe it's a cross or a shot, God knows what that is. It goes over the bar, and it's a goal kick here for Leicester on the left-hand side. Neither team wasting time here today, trying to get to the back to front as quickly as possible. Let's give you the score update. West Ham 0, Brentford 1. It's Ivan Toney there, and it's starting to get a bit dangerous for West Ham United. Starting to get a bit dangerous in that game. Daka plays a beautiful ball into Dewsbury Hall, who tries with the ball. He's one-on-one with the keeper, and he goes round Alisson and Leicester. We were just talking about going nervy at West Ham. What the hell's happening here at Anfield? Because Liverpool are a goal down. Dewsbury Hall there gets on the score sheet here and makes it 1-0, ladies and gentlemen. Brendan Rodgers will have definitely wanted a different start to this game compared to what they had against Newcastle. This is a brilliant start. Like I said, this game's going end to end from both teams. It's a long ball over the top. Harvey Barnes flicks it into Daka, who puts it into Dewsbury Hall. And Dewsbury Hall, he looks up and just sees Alisson in front of him, and he just drives at him and puts it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 here in the first 3 minutes of the game. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Liverpool 0, Leicester 1 here on Cat Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? Now we have a beautiful game on our hands. Henderson over the top, but it's headed away by Ndidi. It comes out wide here towards Harvey Elliott. He whips the ball back into the box. Headed away by Amate. It falls to Thiago, who gets away from the defenders. And Amate is there, and he waits for Ward to gather it in his hands, as is Leicester, who start the game back up here on this left-hand side. Liverpool 0, Leicester 1, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go with Dewsbury Hall down the left-hand side. Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. It goes out for a Liverpool throw-in. Trent Alexander-Arnold steps over to take it. Goes backwards to Matip. Matip on the right-hand side lays it into Van Dijk. Van Dijk on the centre circle. Out wide to Matip. Matip bringing the ball forward here. Threads it in towards Harvey Elliott. Intercepted there by Dewsbury Hall, but the referee deems it a bit too aggressive, and it's a free kick here for Liverpool just inside the Leicester half. 6 minutes into the game. Anfield are stunned, ladies and gentlemen. Anfield are well and truly stunned. Thiago Silva on the halfway line goes backwards to Van Dijk here on the right side. Van Dijk holds the ball up on the centre circle, lays it into Henderson on the halfway line. Henderson has time to turn, goes out wide there towards Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah lays it into Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott tries to go around the outside of Sommer, but it's intercepted and it falls to Fast, who goes out wide to Dewsbury Hall. Over the top there towards Daka, who's going to try and charge Alisson down, and Alisson is forced to just clear it into the path of Robertson here. Ayoze Perez is there, who goes down off the ball. Surely the referee hasn't given a free kick to Leicester, has he? Robertson just brings the ball under control. That was just a clash of knees. Ayoze Perez runs into Robertson more than Robinson taking out Ayoze Perez, but the referee's giving the free kick here just inside the Liverpool half for Leicester. Ladies and gentlemen, 8 minutes into the game, Liverpool 0, Leicester 1, courtesy of a goal by that man, Shrewsbury Hall. Samer, backwards to Fast, in towards Thomas, and Thomas goes all the way back to the keeper, Ward, and Darwin Nunez will charge him down. He manages to find the ball to Fast, into Samer, out to the left-hand side towards Thomas. Thomas bringing the ball forward, sits the ball over the top net towards Harvey Barnes, but Alisson's off his line. And he'll usher that out for a goal kick here on the right side for Leicester. Just looking at the replay here, 4 minutes into the game, ladies and gentlemen, Liverpool concede. It's just a long ball over the top from the goal kick into Harvey Barnes. He lays it into Daka. Daka into Shrewsbury Hall, and Shrewsbury Hall just sees just acres of space in front of him as Somer wins the ball back here to Shrewsbury Hall down that left-hand side, but he can't take it in his stride. Harvey Elliott takes it off him. Henderson tries to float a ball out to this left-hand side, but it's intercepted there by Ayoze Perez, who runs himself into danger. Thiago tries to find the pass forward, but it's intercepted there, and Trent Alexander-Arnold comes away with the ball into Harvey Elliott, returns it back to Trent Alexander-Arnold, first time into the box, and Amate is there, and Ward screams at him, and he's telling him, he doesn't hear him, Amate doesn't hear Ward. It goes out for a corner down the right side for Liverpool. Amate there, who gave away a penalty against Newcastle last week, will want to try and avoid that this week. Corner here down the right side, whipped into the box there by Trent Alexander-Arnold, but he's headed away by Somer. Screaming at Ayoze Perez to get out and try and charge his ball down. Ball point over the top there, but it's over here and it goes out for a goal kick on this left-hand side. 10 minutes into the game, Liverpool 0, Leicester 1, ladies and gentlemen, here on Couch Sports Football. How we all doing? Welcome to the stream. Here we go with the Liverpool throwing down that right side. Into Thiago, backwards to Henderson. And Henderson comes all the way back to Van Dijk here on the centre circle. Lays it into the centre circle. Here we go with Robertson, goes backwards to Virgil van Dijk. Out to Thiago down the right side. Thiago floats the ball out to the right side towards Mohamed Salah, but it's over here. And it's far too central, and the keeper Ward will gather it in his hands. He goes into Thomas. Somer into Ndidi. Ndidi has time to turn. He goes backwards to Fast, and Fast goes into Shrewsbury Hall. 1-2 with Harvey Barnes, returns it back to Shrewsbury Hall, and Leicester trying to play out their own half, but it's just not enough. And Henderson intercepts the ball, and Matip goes all the way back to the keeper Alisson on this right-hand side. Alisson being charged down by Daka, goes out wide to Matip, who's short. Matip on the edge of the box goes backwards to Alisson, and Alisson tries to get under it to try and get a bit of height on it. He manages to find Harvey Elliott. It's intercepted there by Shrewsbury Hall. Claims for handball in the crowd, but the referee carries it on with Harvey Barnes. Here we go with Somer out to Shrewsbury Hall, goes backwards to Somer, and Somer has time to turn, but someone's on the ground here for Leicester. I think it's Patson Daka who's gone down. He's in the box here, and he's got his hands on his face. I don't think he's okay at all. Liverpool 0, Leicester 1. Looks like Jamie Vardy's already warming up. Patson Daka didn't get back on his feet. Let's have a look at this. He tries to run at the keeper. Still not seen where Daka's gone down. He's pulled a muscle. He's pulled a hamstring there. Digs the games. How you doing, my brother? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. You forgot the games on. You've missed Liverpool scoring the first 3 minutes. Sorry, Leicester scoring the first 3 minutes against Liverpool. Shrewsbury Hall getting on the score sheet here as Patson Daka gets a bit of treatment here. He went down off the ball, Patson Daka. Jamie Vardy might be coming on here. I was playing Battlefield. Was it a better performance than it was on Boxing Day? Digs the games, or did you rage quit? But Jamie Vardy might be coming on here. Yeah, it looks like he is coming on here, Jamie Vardy. And Jamie Vardy loves scoring against Liverpool. We just saw a graphic come up on screen. Jamie Vardy with 10 goals against Liverpool. The only team he scored more goals against is Arsenal. So Jamie Vardy's going to be coming on here. I was kind of rusty, but better. Listen, better than what you did on that day. First time playing since Boxing Day. So Patson Daka comes off here for Leicester. He's pulled a hamstring. And Jamie Vardy comes on. Here we go with Thomas on the pole for Liverpool, sorry. Took a break because I was getting annoyed at it. That's the best thing to do with video games. Take a break. If you're getting annoyed, take a break. It's like when you have a boss and you're trying to fight a boss and you keep dying, you keep dying. You take a break, come back, and next thing you know, you find that it's piss easy and you end up beating the boss with ease. It's always the same. Video games will always be the same. And I think it's like that with life as well. When you keep hitting your head against the wall when you're trying to solve a problem, always just take a break and come back. Here we go with Matty plays it into Henderson in the Leicester half. Henderson squares it to Thiago. Thiago has time to put his head up. Sees Mohamed Salah make the run into the box, but fast is then he clears it away. Only into Thiago Silva. Harvey Elliott finds Darwin Nunez, who's brought down here on the edge of the box, and it's a free kick here for Liverpool in a very dangerous position. Can they equalise here? Games teach. They do teach. They do teach. When driving, I can look at a sat nav and drive without any issues because of all the games that I played, like GTA, when you're looking at the map and driving, trying to avoid crashing. Do you play FIFA? I used to play FIFA, not anymore. I feel like it's just the same game over and over again. Man, back when I used to play with my brothers, my cousins who live next door to me. You know, we used to be at each other's houses. When I was at uni, I used to play online a lot. But I feel like it's just the same game, and I'd rather just not play anymore unless something drastic changes and the whole gameplay changes. Maybe I'll come back to it, but not anymore. I've not played it in a while. I don't think I've bought the last 4 or 5 FIFAs. I've played them, like I said, if my brother has it, but that's about it. Not really much else. But here we go. Liverpool have a free kick on the 15th minute. Liverpool nil, Leicester 1. Can Liverpool get an equaliser here and get themselves back into the game? Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mohamed Salah, and Thiago standing over this free kick. So is Henderson. Trent Alexander-Arnold has put the ball down. Most goals this season from set pieces is joint. Liverpool and Tottenham with 10 goals. Think I chose the wrong spawn. Trent Alexander-Arnold looks to be the one to take this free kick. Can he get an equaliser here on Couch Sports Football? Salah, Henderson, Trent stepping over the ball. Henderson has his back towards goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold takes it. It's straight into the wall. His shot. Second shot is straight into the wall and it comes all the way back to this halfway line. Spawn, and I'm getting blown up from every angle. I feel like Battlefield is one of those games where it's not just about you can die in multiple ways. You can die by getting shot, a grenade, debris, vehicles. Like, there's so many different ways of getting killed. There's far too much to keep an eye on. Matt Teep on the ball here in the Liverpool half, goes out wide to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent Alexander-Arnold puts the ball over the top, and Thomas is there to intercept, and it falls to the goal scorer Dewsbury Hall, and Samer holds onto it, and he lays it into Castagna down the left-hand side, who feeds the ball over the top towards Ayoze Perez, who tries to bring the ball under control. Van Dijk is on him in a flash, and he lays it into Robinson, but it's intercepted high up the pitch there by Ndidi, and he tries to feed it first time into Ayoze Perez, but he's not on the same wavelength. And it goes all the way back to the keeper, and Van Dijk's not happy with his team. Screaming at his place. Here we go with Harvey Elliott bringing it into the Leicester half. Out wide towards Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah goes backwards to Harvey Elliott. He goes short to Trent Alexander-Arnold on the halfway line. First time into Thiago, who returns it to Harvey Elliott. Gets away from Thomas with ease, and he's brought down. He's brought down, and that might be a yellow card for Thomas here. That might be a yellow card here for Thomas. The referee says no. Referee says no. Let's have a look. Harvey Elliott gets on the end of a pass. He puts it past him. Yeah, he just goes down. He just goes down there, Thomas. I mean, sorry, Harvey Elliott. Free kick here down that right side. It's not from a shooting position this time. It's more of a crossing position, but when you have someone like Trent Alexander-Arnold on the ball, we all know what he can do to distribute. And Andy Robertson stepping over it, so it's going to be the right foot of Trent Alexander-Arnold, but it's headed away by Ndidi. It falls to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who goes backwards to Thiago, and Thiago lays it into Andy Robertson on the halfway line. He'll switch it out wide, but it's intercepted there by Harvey Barnes, and it's 3-on-3 here for Leicester, bringing the ball forward with Harvey Barnes, Dewsbury Hall to his left, but it's great defending there by Thiago. Absolutely puts his body on the line, and it's cleared down the line, but Amate is there to win the header, and Ndidi picks it up on the centre circle. Fast into Sommer, and Anfield is not happy with the way this Liverpool team are playing. Amate can't keep it in play, and it goes out for a Leicester throwing down this left hand side. Anfield are not happy with the way this Liverpool team are playing. Here we go with Castagna, who feeds the ball over the top, and it's headed away by Andy Robertson. Harvey Elliott will try and get it, but Sommer is there. Ayoze Perez flicks it into the path of Dewsbury Hall, who gets away from Henderson, lays it out wide here towards Jamie Vardy. Can he get in the end of it? Puts it across the middle towards Harvey Barnes, but it's great tracking back there by Trent Alexander-Arnold, and it goes out for a corner. And ladies and gentlemen, Leicester may have absolutely got destroyed against Newcastle on Boxing Day, but they have come out a different team against this Liverpool side, and they have Liverpool on the back foot at Anfield. What is going on here? What is going on here? Corner here for Leicester down that far left-hand side. 20 minutes into the game, they are a goal up. Can they double their lead here today and give themselves something to build off? Ayoze Perez steps over to take the corner. Gives the signal. It's going to be the right foot of Ayoze Perez. Puts it deep into the box. And Didi puts it in there, and it comes off Oxlade-Chamberlain. And it goes out for another corner on this right side. Here we go with another corner down the right side for Leicester. Ayoze Perez steps over to take it here. He's already wasting time, Ayoze Perez. It's taken him 2 minutes to take 2 corners. Here we go with Ayoze Perez now, right foot to take it here. Whips the ball into the box, but it's headed away by Darwin Núñez. Flicked back into the box. Dewsbury Hall can't find Amate, and it's cleared away. Ayoze Perez will try and get in the end of it, and he does. And he goes backwards here towards Castagna, who goes Thomas, who goes all the way back to the keeper on this left-hand side. Here we go with Ward on the ball. He clears the ball high up into the air, but it's headed away by Virgil van Dijk. And Didi hits it high up. Mohamed Salah goes up to challenge. Dewsbury Hall plays a 1-2 with Sommer and goes out to Harvey Barnes on the halfway line. Returns it back to Dewsbury Hall. Out wide to Harvey Barnes, but Van Dijk is there to cover, and it goes out for a Liverpool throwing on that right-hand side. Liverpool 0, Leicester 1. How are we doing? Matip goes backwards to Alisson, out wide here towards Andy Robertson, who brings it into his own box. Backwards to Alisson. Alisson being charged down there by Jamie Vardy. He clears it out, and it goes out for a Leicester throwing. Liverpool need to wake up here. Castagna into Ayoze Perez. Returns it back to Castagna. Returns it back to Ayoze Perez. Can't get away from Harvey Elliott, and Thiago finds Oxlade-Chamberlain, who feeds the ball over the top here towards Darwin Núñez, and well fast is trying to track back. Darwin Núñez goes around the outside with him with ease towards Mohamed Salah, and Mohamed Salah's shot is wide, and it goes out for a goal kick here on the left-hand side. Oxlade-Chamberlain with a beautiful ball out to the left-hand side towards Darwin Nunez, who goes round the outside of Vaz with ease. He needs to do better there. Mohamed Salah with the shot, and it's just behind him. So he drags it wide. And it's a goal kick here for Leicester on this left-hand side. 23 minutes play, ladies and gentlemen. Ward to start the game back off. Long ball out to the left-hand side towards Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes tries to win it ahead of Matip, but Henderson is there to clear it. Mohamed Salah will try and battle it out, and it falls to Harvey Elliott down the right side. Drewsbury Hall is tracking back, and Thomas will just clear it away for a throwing. Liverpool quickly start the game back off with Trent Alexander-Arnold into Henderson on the halfway line. Van Dijk plays a 1-2 with him. Henderson gets the ball back here in the Leicester half, goes short to Harvey Elliott. He goes into Matip. Thiago on the centre circle, being challenged there by Ndidi, and Henderson goes back to Van Dijk here on the right side. Van Dijk on the centre circle into Henderson. Henderson has time to turn to bring it forward. He's got Trent Alexander-Arnold to his right, and he finds him. Salah ahead of him. Oxlade-Chamberlain through the middle. He goes backwards to Henderson. First time into Van Dijk on the centre circle. Van Dijk has time to turn and lays it back to Henderson on the right side. Liverpool need to wake up in this game and start moving the ball about a lot quicker. Thiago now on the ball on the centre circle in the Leicester half. Switches it out to the left-hand side towards Andy Robertson, who's got time to put the ball in the box. And again, wasted opportunity there by Liverpool. Andy Robertson this time picks up a beautiful ball by Thiago. He finds himself in acres of space, and he tries to whip the ball in first time, but it's over here, and it goes out for a goal kick here for Leicester. Ward to start the game back off here. The referee already telling the Leicester players to start the game back off a lot quicker. Long ball over the top there, headed away by Matip, but Fast is there. It falls to Sommer, and Ndidi picks up the ball in the middle of the Leicester half, goes backwards to Fast. Fast over the top there towards Ayoze Perez, but Matip brings the ball under control, and he finds Robertson. Robertson now bringing the ball forward into the Leicester half. He gets away from Ndidi, but he can't get away from Castagna, and he left something on Castagna there, but the referee plays advantage, and it's Jamie Vardy here on the right side. He goes around the outside of Darwin Nunez. He tries to go around the outside of Henderson, but Henderson does well to track back. And he'll just backheel it, but into the path of Drewsbury Hall. And it goes out for a Liverpool throwing. Robertson to take it quickly. The referee still didn't see anything in that foul. EA gets stuffed. Dixter there. Oxlade-Chamberlain does well to run away from Ndidi, but Sameh is there. Sorry, Amante is there tracking back. And it makes his way all the way back to the keeper, Ward. Oh, and it comes off Mohamed Salah, who finds Oxlade-Chamberlain, lays it into Salah, left foot, into the back of there, makes it 2-0. Sorry, 1-1. And it goes offside. City live there. Out Nunez. So, do you support City or do you support Liverpool? They made PC crossplay with next-gen consoles. I'm getting destroyed by keyboard sweats. You know what? I feel like I understand a lot of people. No City goal. There is not a goal. Mohamed Salah was offside. But I understand why they've done cross play between PC and next-gen consoles. But you should have the ability to choose if you want to play against those players. If you don't want to play against people on the PC and you're on the PS5 or Xbox, you shouldn't have to play those players, and same the other way. If you're on the PC, you shouldn't have to play against people that are on next-gen consoles. I think you should still be given the opportunity to choose. Liverpool 0, Leicester 1. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? City, are you a Liverpool fan or are you a Leicester fan or are you a City fan? Because you got City in your name. Who do you support? Where are you from, my brother? And welcome to the stream. Here we go with Van Dijk on the ball here on the shrine side. Goes into Henderson. Henderson goes short to Thiago in the Liverpool half. First time into Oxlade-Chamberlain, who's played well so far in these 27 minutes. He's caught off the ball, but the ball's pointing over the top. The referee plays advantage. Amate on the ball here. He'll try and usher this out. He goes into Castagna. Castagna tries to clean it around the line, but it's intercepted there by Thiago, and he gets away from Ayoze Perez into Henderson. Tries to put the ball in behind, but there's no one making the run in behind. And Henderson just wastes the ball away and it goes out for a goal. It goes all the way back to the keeper, Ward here. And again, Leicester are causing problems here. And ladies and gentlemen, let's give you a goal update here. It's West Ham nil, Brentford 2. It is game from bad to worse for West Ham. They are struggling. Thomas with the clearance away, but it's into Harvey Elliott in the Leicester half. He brings it central. Dewsbury Hall is tracking back. Harvey Elliott goes backwards to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Into Henderson here on the centre circle. Lays it into Van Dijk. Van Dijk on the right side. Lays it back into Harvey Elliott. Out wide there towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. Has time to switch the ball out to the left-hand side towards Andy Robertson, but it's intercepted there by Ayoze Perez. He goes central to Ndidi. Ndidi takes it in his stride. Out to the left-hand side towards Harvey Barnes. Dewsbury Hall and Jamie Vardy ahead of him. Harvey Barnes holds onto the ball. He goes into Sommer on the halfway line, and Sommer holds the ball up here. Backwards to Thomas. Thomas out to the left-hand side towards Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes on the touchline. Part of the goal that Leicester scored against Liverpool in the first 3 minutes of the play. Leicester managed to play it down to the right side where Castagna has the ball. 1-on-1 against Oxlade-Chamberlain. Goes backwards to Amate. First time into Ndidi. Ndidi surrounded by Thiago. Goes backwards to Fast. And Fast goes all the way back to the keeper here on this left-hand side. Danny Ward on the ball here. Long ball over the top by Ward, but Van Dijk is there with the header, and it's Henderson now on the ball on the centre circle, who has time to turn and pick up Oxlade-Chamberlain, who's got Andy Robertson on his left-hand side. Robertson now with the ball. Thiago makes a run behind, but he goes backwards to Van Dijk on the halfway line. Matip now on the ball, bringing it into the Leicester half. Trent Alexander-Arnold to his right, but it goes into Robertson down that left-hand side. Robertson 1-on-1 against Castagna. Goes backwards to Thiago. Thiago now into the middle towards Matip, edging closer towards this Leicester goal. Matip bringing the ball forward, short to Harvey Elliott, out wide to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Into the middle finds Henderson. Henderson into Thiago. Thiago turns away from Ayoze Perez, but it's intercepted there by Sommer. And Ndidi bringing the ball forward into Dewsbury Hall. Back to Fast. And Fast goes all the way back to Danny Ward, who'll just clear the ball high up into the air. Jamie Vardy will try and battle it out against Van Dijk, who's going to win it. Sommer finds Dewsbury Hall, and he's got Harvey Barnes to his left. Can he find him? Yes, he does. Though he's only got Jamie Vardy in the box here. Harvey Barnes, but the offside flag is given. And Liverpool will start the game back off. 30 minutes into the game, 15 minutes of the 45 to go plus added time, ladies and gentlemen. Thiago into Robertson. Darwin Núñez makes a run off the ball, but it goes backwards to Thiago. Thiago on the right side. Over the top there towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. And he goes backwards to Henderson. Henderson squares it into Van Dijk. Van Dijk returns it back to Henderson in the centre circle. Henderson has time to bring the ball forward into Thiago. Returns it back to Henderson. Out wide there towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. But it's intercepted there by Harvey Barnes. And Harvey Barnes trying to bring the ball forward. But there's no one to pass to. But he finds Ayoze Perez down the right side. It's just ahead of him. He finds himself into the box. But Van Dijk is there to head it out. It goes out for a corner. Liverpool, don't know what is going on with this Liverpool side. But they need to wake up. Lost another 1-on-1 to a PC player. I feel for you, man. I feel for you, Dixter Games. You should be able to have that option to choose. Corner here down the right side for Leicester. They have scored one. Can they score a second? Can they score a second? Ayoze Perez with the ball into the box. It's headed away by Darwin Núñez. Sommer is there and he goes backwards here to Thomas. Thomas now into the box there. Back post. It's Dewsbury Hall, but Harvey Barnes will pick up the loose ball. He's got Castagna to his left, but he goes into Dewsbury Hall, into Amate into Ndidi. Ndidi has time to turn. He squares it to Dewsbury Hall, into Ndidi, but it's intercepted there by Henderson, and Henderson will come away with the ball into Harvey Elliott. Returns it back to Henderson, but it's intercepted there by Sommer. But again, Liverpool will come away with it here with Trent Alexander-Arnold. First time over the top. And it goes out for a goal kick on this left-hand side for Leicester. I'll check the settings after this game. It's nearly done. Klopp there. Trying to figure out what's going on with this Liverpool side. Fast. Out to the left-hand side towards Thomas. Thomas first time into Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall tries to return it back to fast, but it comes off the Liverpool player and it goes up for a throwing on that right side for Leicester, just inside their half. Brendan Rodgers will be happy with the way the game is going, but he'll know once Liverpool click, it'll become a different game. Here we go with Thomas now to start the game back up. Over the top there, Jamie Vardy will try and spin away from Matip, but Matip covers, and it goes all the way back to the keeper. Van Dijk, Thiago, nearly loses it to Dewsbury Hall, and Van Dijk will pick up the ball out to Andy Robertson. First time into Thiago. Thiago turns, returns it back to Van Dijk on the edge of his own box. Alexander-Arnold on the halfway line. Threads it into Mohamed Salah. Fast is all over him. And Harvey Elliott comes away with the ball, but he nearly loses it here. Harvey there in the chat. How are you doing, Harvey? Welcome to the stream. It's Liverpool 0, Leicester 1. Andy Robertson tries to put the ball into the box, but it comes off Castagna, and it goes out for a throwing. Harvey Elliott still down here. Let's have a look at the replay. I don't know where Harvey Barnes has touched him there. How are we all doing, Harvey? Welcome to the stream. Where are you from and who do you support? Are you a Liverpool fan? Are you a Leicester fan? Or are you just a fan of football? I'm great, thank you. What about you? I'm doing great, Harvey. We had a wonderful World Cup over in Qatar. The Premier League has restarted, which means football is back, which means Champions League is around the corner. And I get to do what I love, which is commentate football. Here we go with Matip and Henderson. Out wide there towards Trent Alexander-Arnold, who has time to turn. Go short to Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott has space out wide towards Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah tries to put the ball into the box towards Harvey Elliott, who tries to dink it into the middle, but it's cleared away, and it falls into the path of Ward. Yes, we won Digster games there, celebrating the victory. I'm from Liverpool. Harvey's from Liverpool. So are you a Liverpool fan, Harvey, or are you an Everton fan? Here we go with Ayoze Perez down the right side. Puts the ball into the box, but it's headed away by Matip. And it falls to Thiago. Just subbed. You seem great. I appreciate that. Welcome. Welcome, 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 Harvey. Think Leicester could hold. Hope you're well, brother. Spurs. Spurs are there. Shay Spurs are there in the chat. How are you doing, Shay? Welcome to the stream. I saw you did a drinking stream the other day. I bet that got messy. Your story where you just spun the ball to do the vortex. I bet that got messy. But can Leicester hold? Well, with the way Liverpool are playing right now, Leicester can definitely hold because Liverpool are playing shockingly. This is not what I was expecting from this Liverpool side. But Liverpool have been like this all season. They have a bad game. They have a few bad games, then they play amazing and you think they're back. Then they have a few bad games, and then they play amazing and they get back. And then they have a few bad games and then they play amazing, you think they're back. You don't know what you're getting from this Liverpool team, but maybe the signing of Gakpo has helped them out. Yes, I found it. Digs the game, so there is a setting for that. I started every stream with a pint. Gonna have another one now. Shay there, living on the edge. Harvey there, yes, he's a Liverpool fan. Harvey, my question to you, Harvey, being from Liverpool, I understand it's not difficult to be a Liverpool fan, but what made you fall in love with the Liverpool team? And who's your favourite Liverpool player of all times? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the chat, let me know who's your favourite Liverpool player of all time. Andy Robertson feeds a ball into the box, but Oxlade-Chamberlain just couldn't get a clear connection. And Ayoze Perez is there to clear away. And Matip heads it into the path of Van Dijk on the halfway line. I turned cross-play off in settings. Will only play Xbox players now. Oxlade-Chamberlain finds himself on the edge of the box, but Amate is there to intercept. And it falls to Andy Robertson. His cross is blocked by Ayoze Perez. And Thiago is there. Thiago goes short to Henderson. Henderson out wide there towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. Ooh, Leicester scored first. Leicester scored in the 3rd minute. Allah, that's an own goal. What an own goal by Leicester. What an own goal by Leicester. I thought I was looping over the bar, but the defender... So it's a ball whipped into the box by, I think it's Trent Alexander-Arnold. The defender, wow, Fest is there. He stretches a leg out. And the height of the ball, you think he's gone over the bar. Everyone Everyone's watching to see where this ball goes. Leicester players, the Leicester keeper, everyone's just watching. Liverpool fans there waiting to see where it falls, and it falls into the back of the net, and it makes it 1-1. And is that the lifeline Liverpool needed today? How are we all doing? Next game, wish me luck. Good work. Good luck there. Good work. Good luck there. 1-1, ladies and gentlemen. I love Liverpool because of my family and Gerard and Owen. Right now, I love Luis Diaz and I can't wait to see Gakpo. Harvey, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. When it comes to football, I will watch every single game if I find it interesting. I am a Manchester United fan. Have been ever since the class of 92. David Beckham, Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, the lot. But Steven Gerrard. If Steven Gerrard played for Manchester United, dominating not just the Premier League but Europe as well, a midfield two of Gerrard and Paul Scholes, England would do so amazing well if they played together. I wish Manchester United could have pried Steven Gerrard away from Liverpool, but it just was not meant to be. When you request a revive and you just ignored, digs the games there. Goal kick here on this left hand side. 40 minutes into the game, Liverpool have managed to find an equaliser. Maybe not the most beautiful of equalisers, but they've got their valid equaliser. And maybe this is what wakes up this Liverpool team, because Andy Robertson intercepts the ball high in the pitch and he finds Harvey Elliott out wide there towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. First time it towards Mohamed Salah, who negs Thomas, but Fast is there and he clears it away. Recording my gameplay 1080p 60 frames, recording baby by Digster Games. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world, if you don't know, my name is Adam, live here on Cow Sports Football, bringing you the commentary for Liverpool against Leicester. Leicester scored the first goal in the first 3 minutes of the game from a goal kick over the top towards Harvey Barnes. Down that left-hand side, he feeds it into Daka. First time into Dewsbury Hall, and by the time Dewsbury Hall has put his head up, he just sees acres of space and sees Alisson in front of him. So he just drives into the Liverpool box and he puts it into the back of the net to make it 1-0. The following 40 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, Liverpool have been shocking. The following 40 minutes, Liverpool have been shocking in terms of their passing, their movement, everything that they've done in the game was shocking. But they got a lifeline because a ball was whipped into the box from the right-hand side, and it's the defender, Wout Fast, for Leicester. He gets a foot on it, and it's just gone high up into the air, and it's looping, and it loops into the back of the net. It felt like 10, 15 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. That's how long, that's how high the ball went, and everyone was just waiting. It honestly was like something from a movie when everyone's just like watching the ball to see where it will go and not react or move or anything. One of the most bizarre goals I've ever seen. Harvey Barnes is brought down that left-hand side. We are on the 42nd minute here on Couch Sports Football. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're new around here, hit that follow button. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscription button. And let's talk some football. Already playing better. Digster Games has found the setting. Digster Games has found the setting. Here we go with Fast. Into Thomas. Thomas nearly loses the ball. That's Mohamed Salah. And it falls to Sommet. Dewsbury Hall into Thomas, into Harvey Barnes. Tries to flick it back past Trent Alexander-Arnold, and it goes out for a throwing down that right-hand side. Leicester 1, Liverpool 1, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Vardy finds himself on the edge of the box. He gets away from Trent Alexander-Arnold into Harvey Barnes, who takes the shot and is blocked off. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Liverpool 1, Leicester 1, but Iosi Perez comes away with the ball here, finds himself on the edge of the box, but Thiago's tracking back beautifully. And Liverpool now come away with it here with Harvey Elliott on the edge of his box. Switches it out wide to Trent Alexander-Arnold. And Trent Alexander-Arnold, ladies and gentlemen, has got acres of space in front of him. He gets away from Sommer with his left foot. And that's just rising, ladies and gentlemen. That is rising. It's joining Harry Kane's World Cup penalty miss against France. That ball is rising and it's going into orbit. 44 minutes into the game. Liverpool 1, Leicester 1. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? Leicester to start the game back off. Digs the games. Wow. I wonder how many minutes of added time we get here. Possibly 3 minutes. Ward with a kick over the top there towards Harvey Barnes. Headed away by Matty, flicked on by Oxlade-Chamberlain into Darwin Núñez, who gets away from Amate. One-on-one with the keeper. He digs it past the keeper. Another own goal. Another own goal by the same man, fast. Darwin Núñez hits the shot. It comes off the post into the path of Fast. He has so much time, and what does he do? He just puts it into the back of the net. Does he know who he plays for? What is going on today? Absolute chaos. Darwin Núñez gets away from Amate, takes a shot, and Fast is there to try and clear it away, and God knows what he's doing. What is he doing? He's just not... Oh, dude, that is insane. That is insane. Two-one here, ladies and gentlemen. It's been 2 own goals for Liverpool. Wow. Wow. What a half of football, ladies and gentlemen. 3 goals in 1 half. What a half. What a half. Fast on the centre circle. Over the top, they're headed away by Van Dijk. It falls to Henderson on the centre circle. Squares it into Thiago. Thiago 1-2 with Henderson. Goes backwards to Van Dijk here on the right side. If Leicester get an equaliser here, that is going to be insane. That is going to be insane. At half time, if it's 2-2 at half time, I'm going to lose my shit. Andy Robertson here. Intercepted there by Ndidi, but it falls to Thiago. Thiago switches it over the top there towards Trent Alexander-Arnold, who finds himself in acres of space. Threads it into the middle towards Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott takes it in his stride. Sommer goes over there to intercept. Harvey Elliott with a 1-2 with Henderson. We lost. Thiago on the centre circle. Goes backwards to Van Dijk. But was it a better game, Digster? Was it a better game? Long ball over the top, but it goes out for a Leicester throwing down that left-hand side. 47th minute, ladies and gentlemen. Liverpool 2, Leicester 1. Thomas to take the throwing here on that left-hand side. Headed away. Dewsbury Hall is there. And the referee pulls it back for a free kick here on this left-hand side. 47 minutes into the game. Liverpool 2, Leicester 1. Amate. Into Castagna. So much change in the score. You have no idea, Mrs. Couch. You have no idea. It's been two absolutely insane own goals. Oh my God, wifey, Dixter, you're right. That's the misses. Here we go, Darwin Nunez here on the left hand side. Ooh, and he's brought down there by Sommer. And it's a free kick here on the left hand side for Liverpool in a very dangerous position. Is this on Sky Sports? Yes, it is. Digster, it's on Sky Sports main event in Sky Sports Premier League. Liverpool 2, Leicester 1. Oh my God, own goals as well, yes, by the same player. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. It's half time here on Car Sports Football. Liverpool concede early by Dewsbury Hall, making it 1-0. Manages to find himself just one on with the keeper out of nowhere. Liverpool didn't look like equalising, but it's two on goals, and they've only gone into the half with the lead. Not in the best shape as well. Liverpool are lucky to be ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll see you for the second half, so stay tuned. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Second half coming up here on Cow Sports Football, and where the hell do we begin? Where the hell do we begin, ladies and gentlemen? Leicester were a goal up in the first 3 minutes, and it didn't look like Liverpool were going to score. They looked all over the place. But then, out of nowhere, they get one goal, own goal. That was an unfortunate one. The first one is definitely unfortunate. The second one from the same player, what the hell is he doing? He just hits it into the back of the net, makes it 2-1 to Liverpool. All three goals in this game have been scored by Leicester. The game starting soon. Here we go with Darwin Nunez. Intercepted there by Fass, and it's cleared away by Castagna, and it falls to Sommer. Castagna chooses to feed the ball over the top towards Harvey Barnes. And it goes out for a throwing on this left-hand side. A Leicester goal would be hilarious. A Leicester goal would be hilarious. Alisson on the ball here on this left-hand side. Feeds the ball high up into that left-hand side towards Andy Robertson, who brings the ball in the control and goes backwards to Virg van Dijk. Thiago. Into Trent Alexander-Arnold, into Darwin Nunez, backwards to Henderson, first time in towards Andy Robertson by Iosi Perez is tracking back, and Castagna picks up the loose ball here on this right side. Over the top there towards Iosi Perez, who does well to get away from Thiago, bringing the ball forward, but Vardy slips. And it goes all the way back to the keeper, Alisson on this left-hand side. Van Dijk. Thiago. Into Henderson. Back to Thiago. Here we go with Van Dijk. Into Matip. Goes all the way back to the keeper on this left-hand side. And he'll come out wide here towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. Dewsbury holds on him like a flash. But he manages to find the ball to Harvey Elliott, and it's intercepted there by Thomas. And it goes out for a throwing on this left-hand side. Liverpool 2, Leicester 1. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. Here we go with Iosi Perez. Feeds the ball out to the centre towards Harvey Barnes. Finds himself into the box. My team comes over to Keva. It goes out for a goal kick. And he thinks that was a handball. Sorry, a corner. Salah. Into Thiago. And makes his way all the way back to the keeper on this left-hand side. Here we go with Thiago. Goes short to Henderson, and Henderson returns it back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk out to Thiago down that left-hand side. Thiago, who made a last-ditch challenge when Leicester looked to be outnumbering them on the counter. He made a brilliant challenge when they were 1-0 down. So Leicester have had their chances. Fast is there to clear it down the line. Falls to Matip on the halfway line, and Matip goes all the way back to Alisson. And Alisson now with the ball here. Long kick off from the back by the keeper in towards Darwin Nunez. Easy free, yes he is. But it's good defending there by Castagna, and it goes all the way back to the keeper on the right side. Thomas into Dewsbury Hall, and his first touch is a bit heavy. Goes out for a Liverpool throwing here on the right side. Taken quickly towards Mohamed Salah, but Fast is there. Cleans it out for a header. I wonder how many players have scored a hat-trick of own goals. I'm sure that's a thing. Players to score hat-trick of own. defender. Let's see. How many players have scored a hat-trick of own goals? I'll have to look at that previously. But how are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Mohamed Salah on the edge of the box here. Wrangle his way around fast, but it's good defending there. And it falls into the path of Ward here for Leicester. Liverpool 2, Leicester 1, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Where you all from and who do you support? Are you a Liverpool fan? Are you a Leicester fan? Or are you just a fan of football? Looks like there was an offside flag that's gone up here for Leicester. And Liverpool start the game back off with Matip into Thiago. Thiago into Van Dijk. Goes to the centre circle where he finds Oxlade-Chamberlain. First time into Thiago. Squares it out wide here towards Matip. Matip bringing the ball forward into Trent Alexander-Arnold. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you are having a wonderful evening. I hope you've had a wonderful day. Hope you've enjoyed the holiday period. Let me know what you've got up to. And let me know what you think of the game. Here we go. Trent Alexander-Arnold over the top there, headed away by Thomas. Falls to Shrewsbury Hall. Back to Fast. And Fast goes all the way back to the keeper. And the stadium will let you know when Fast has the ball. Matip intercept the ball high on the pitch, but that Leicester win it back with Jamie Vardy out to the left-hand side towards Harvey Barnes. 1-on-1, it's a foot race against him and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Harvey Barnes holds the ball up here down the left-hand side. No one alongside him to help him back. He goes backwards to Shrewsbury Hall. First time into Thomas. Thomas out to the left-hand side towards Shrewsbury Hall, who has space to put the ball into the box. He lays it into Harvey Barnes, in towards Vardy, and is cleared away, and it falls to Fast on the halfway line. Here we go with Thomas on this left-hand side. Thomas now cuts away from Mohamed Salah into Somari, and is Fast on the ball into Amate, bringing the ball forward out to the left-hand side towards Shrewsbury Hall, who's got space. Vardy and Barnes ahead of him. Squares it into Somari, into Harvey Barnes. Tries to find the return pass, but Henderson's brought down. And the game carries on here with Darwin Núñez, who finds Salah, returns it back to Darwin Núñez. He's got Oxlade-Chamberlain and Salah ahead of him. Feeds a beautiful pass into Salah. 1-on-1 with the keeper. What is going on with Liverpool? What is going on with this Liverpool side? Mohamed Salah, 1-on-1 with the keeper, and he hits it wide. What is going on with this Liverpool team? Just onside as well, Mohamed Salah. You expect him to put that to bed? You expect him to put that to bed? Here we go with Thomas on the ball now. Out to the left-hand side towards Shrewsbury Hall. Bringing the ball forward. Intercepted off Harvey Elliott, and he goes out for a throwing here on this right-hand side. Liverpool 2, Leicester 1, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? Thomas on the halfway line to take the throwing. Into Shrewsbury Hall. Thomas bringing it into the Liverpool half. Being snapped at by Harvey Elliott, and he manages to find the pass to Barnes, who is in the box. Matip is tracking back. Barnes is there. It comes off Matip and is cleared away by Robertson. High up into the air. Darwin Núñez will try and track it down, but Fast is there to intercept. Somari brings the ball under control, only for Thiago to nick it off him. It's great defending there by Thomas, but Thiago wins it back out to the left-hand side towards Darwin Núñez. 1-on-1 against Amate. He cuts in on his right foot, takes a shot, and is blocked by Ndidi. It falls to Henderson. Out to Darwin Núñez. Returns it back to Ndidi. Núñez, and it goes backwards to Harvey Elliott. Keep getting sniped. You gotta keep bobbing. You gotta keep bobbing. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Left, right, left, right. Keep that head moving. Here we go with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Puts up ball into the box. Darwin Núñez with a header. And it goes all the way back to the keeper. Ward now. Backwards to the keeper. Thomas. Thomas into Somari. Back to Fast. All the way back to the keeper, Ward. Out wide to Amati on the edge of the box. Into Somari. Can Leicester come away with the ball here with Ayoze Perez, who does well to find Somari and Shrewsbury Hall. Just loses the ball, and it falls to Harvey Elliott into Darwin Núñez on the edge of the box. But it's great defending. Harvey Elliott out wide towards Oxlade-Chamberlain. But Castagna is there, and then Ndidi comes out wide here towards Castagna here down that right side, who feeds the ball over the top there towards Jamie Vardy, who's in behind Van Dijk. But Alisson is there. And it falls to Henderson. 1-2 with Robertson. Henderson now returns it back to Robertson on the left-hand side. Goes backwards to Van Dijk. Van Dijk into Matip. Matip lays it into Van Dijk here. And Van Dijk goes short to Robertson, who goes all the way back to the keeper, Alisson. Leicester are not short of confidence. Leicester are not short of confidence. Alisson with the clearance into Robertson down the left-hand side. Backwards to Van Dijk. Across the middle to Matip. Henderson. Matip. Thiago Silva. Into Harvey Elliott. Manages to make its way to Andy Robertson on the left-hand side, who puts the burners on here. Left foot into the box, but it's headed away by Amate. Dewsbury Hall gets on the end of it. Mohamed Salah heads it into the path of Henderson here. He goes backwards to Thiago Silva, who sees Robertson make a run off the ball, but Amate is there to clean up the pieces, and Castagna now has it. Short to Ndidi. Ndidi into Dewsbury Hall, who has time to turn. Bringing the ball forward. Vardy ahead of him. Harvey Barnes to his left, and he finds it. Harvey Barnes bringing it forward. Cuts in on his right foot. Switches it out wide towards Castagna, who finds himself into the box, but it's overhit. And Oxlade-Chamberlain will just clear it into the path of Andy Robertson. And Liverpool will start the game back off here on this left-hand side with Thiago Silva. Goes backwards to Van Dijk. Thiago out wide here towards Harvey Elliott on the halfway line. Trent Alexander-Arnold ahead of him. And he goes into him, returns it back to Harvey Elliott. First time into Henderson. Intercepted there by Samari, but Henderson is there to clear it. And it falls to Matip. Here we go with Van Dijk. Out wide to Robertson on the halfway line. Backwards to Van Dijk. Into Matip. Matip has time to turn. And space to bring it forward into the Leicester half. But he goes backwards to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Returns it back to Matip. Returns it back to Trent Alexander-Arnold into Thiago on the halfway line. Returns it back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Leicester trying to apply a bit of pressure. And they manage to win the ball back with Amate. But Dewsbury Hall can't get there. Thiago does. But it's intercepted there by Fast. And it falls to Castagna. Here we go with Samari. Vardy loses out. Sorry, Van Dijk wins the ball. It falls to Henderson. And it goes backwards to Matip on this left-hand side. Van Dijk. Into Robertson on the halfway line. Feeds the ball over the top net towards Darwin Núñez. Can he keep it on? Yes, he does. But it goes into the path of Ndidi. And it's now Castagna on the ball. Ndidi. Brought down there by Darwin Núñez. Free kick here for Leicester on this right-hand side. Looks like Leicester going to be making a substitution here. Ndidi coming off. Ndidi coming off. That is interesting. Here we go with Amate on the ball. Cristiano to Al Nasser. Al Kuwari there, my brother. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. 200 million a year. That's how much Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be on when he joins Al Nassr. How are we all doing? Is it confirmed? Fabrizio Romano put it out there, so if he's put it out there, it's confirmed. 59th minute. Is there a time for an equalizer? Vardy gets on the end of it. Falls out to Dewsbury Hall here. Down this left-hand side. Goes on the inside of Mohamed Salah. But Mohamed Salah does well to win the ball back. And Trent Alexander-Arnold is unleashed here. Who gets away from Yuri Tielemans. Lays into the middle towards Harvey Elliott. But Thomas is there on the centre circle. And he finds Ayoze Perez here. Over the top there towards Harvey Barnes, who finds himself in the box here. Van Dijk is tracking back. Goes backwards to Tielemans. Tielemans' right foot. Out wide there towards Castagna. Saudi League, watch along then now. Nah, I ain't never watched the Saudi League. Never watched the Saudi League. I could not tell you a team. Oh my days. I could not tell you a team that's in the Saudi League. I would not be able to tell you. I hope it's a dream. Al Kuwa, you want me to do a Saudi League game? Wow. You could? I don't even know any of the teams. I don't even know when they play. Looks like Andy Robertson's gone down here holding his hamstring. Andy Robertson's gone down here holding his hamstring. What about the one he went to Donut? Let's see. What is the Saudi League? What even is the league? Al Kuwari, if you're in the stream, what's the Saudi League called? What's it called? Saudi League. So it's the Saudi Pro League, yeah? Known as the Russian Saudi League. For sponsorship reasons. Right, let's see. Oh, there's only one league. How many teams are in the league? Saudi Pro League. Okay. How many in the league? How many? I can't even find a link. Oh, here. I've got a link here. Can I translate? Or media center, statistics, match center. So there are. I couldn't tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Match center statistics. So there's 16 teams in it, and Al Nassr sits second. Ooh, Al Nassr are second. So 16 teams in it. So how? It only says there's only one pyramid. I'll have to look into it, ladies and gentlemen. I will have to look into it. Matip on the ball here down the left-hand side for Liverpool into the path of Van Dijk. Out wide towards Simicas. And he goes out for a throwing here on the right side. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world, how are we doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wonderful morning, wonderful afternoon. No matter where you are, I hope you're enjoying yourselves. It's Liverpool 2, Leicester 1, courtesy of all three goals coming from Leicester players. Dewsbury Hall has the ball here down the left hand side. He gets on the outside of Trent Alexander-Arnold, who does well to track back. He gets away from Naby Keita. Trying to find a bit of space here. Eyes up, Naby Keita puts the ball across the middle. It falls to Jamie Vardy. Back to Harvey Barnes, but it's intercepted there by Thiago. And it's cleared away, and it's Darwin Nunez on the ball in the centre circle. Nunez down that left-hand side, bringing the ball forward. Tries to go around the outside, and Castagna gets away from Amate. He's brought down. Nothing given. Referee carries on. Ronaldo was playing in the World Cup 2 weeks ago. What happened? Well, before the World Cup, or was it during the World Cup? It was either just before the World Cup or during the World Cup. Manchester United and Cristiano Ronaldo agreed on mutual terms to terminate his contract. He did an interview with Piers Morgan, said a few things about the club that he wasn't happy about. And after all the backlash that that Cristiano Ronaldo received, Manchester United and Cristiano Ronaldo's management team or whoever's involved agreed to terminate the contract on mutual terms. Cristiano Ronaldo then became a free agent, and his management team went about trying to find a team to sign him. However, unfortunately, the only team that wanted Cristiano Ronaldo was the Saudi League team. And that means it was shortly after the World Cup started. I thought so. The fact that only the Saudi League team had a team that were after him, which means no Champions League teams were after him because he wanted to play Champions League football. That's the reason why he wanted to leave in the summer, because he wanted to play Champions League football. But the only reason he's decided to go to the Saudi League team is because they are paying him 200 million a year. I've been a United fan for 14 years and I never believed a legend's career will be ruined. Why didn't he retire? He still thinks he can play football. Now, they say footballers need to have people around. He can play football. You see, this is the thing. Cristiano Ronaldo, 37 years of age, he built his career on one thing. His mentality was, if someone's better than me, I want to be better than them. The only way I'm going to be better than them is if I out-train them, I outwork them, I outperform them, and I become the best. So he went on a regime. He went on a diet. He went on an absolute worldie to become the best ever in his lifetime. That's what he went to do. He wanted to be known as the best. And the fact that Lionel Messi was in world football probably pushed Cristiano Ronaldo to perform that little bit harder, perform that little bit better in sometimes, train that little bit harder, improve that little bit better. Just aim for greatness. That's what he wanted to do. Footballers can play for 90 minutes for about 10, 15 years. He did it from Manchester United, early 20s into his 30s. He was at Real Madrid and Juventus, and he did it in his first season back at Manchester United. However, there's only so much you will keep going like this when your age is also going like this. There's only so much it'll go. There will come a point in your career, no matter how good you are, you can score 10,000 goals in football, 1,000 goals in football, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. You can score ridiculous amounts of goals and your career path can keep going like this. However, there will come a point in time where that will become that, which will become that. It's as simple as that. Your career path will go from that to that to that. It's as simple as that. When it comes to this, you need to start figuring out what you need to do to your game to maybe, instead of plateauing, maybe just a slight increase in game. You look at Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney started his career going flat out trying to be the better, trying to score goals. He went on like this. It came to a stage where he was like this. What did he start to do? He started to drop back a bit and distribute the ball. That's what he ended up doing. And then when he couldn't distribute the ball well enough, or if he couldn't carry on with the game, he went to a lesser team. Cristiano Ronaldo hasn't got that mentality. He still thinks he's at that. He doesn't even think he's at that or that. He thinks he's at that. Never mind that. He thinks he's still on an upwards trajectory. But he's 37 years old. He's got his whole career trying to be the best player on 90 minutes. But what he should be doing now, which I think if he had the people around him to tell him, we may be seeing Ronaldo 2.0. Instead of giving us 90 minutes, train to give us the best 30 minutes you can give us. Whether that's from 60 minutes to 30 minutes or the first half of football. Train to give us a maximum one half of football. Not full game, full 90 minutes. Give us 30 to 45 minutes of the best Cristiano can be at this age. Stay up top. Try and get the end of something. Try and create something at the other side of the pitch. Don't track back. Don't try and run with the ball. Don't try and do this. Don't try and do that. Just give us 30 minutes, 20, 30, 45 minutes, whatever he thinks he can do. Give us solid workout where you know you can perform for that amount of time And I'm telling you now, ladies and gentlemen, we will have seen Ronaldo 2.0. It's unfortunate the people around him still believe he is the same kid that burst on the scene at Manchester United. It's unfortunate his wife does it, his sister do it, and I'm assuming his entourage do the exact same thing. No one is sitting him down and explaining to him, Ronaldo, you've come to 37. You could give us something, just maybe for another 2 years, another 1 or 2 years. But he wants to, he just doesn't want to see it. And unfortunately, it is what it is. He's gone to Al Nassr now. We'll never see Cristiano Ronaldo. Here we go with Henderson. Out to our left hand side towards Simicast. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 20 minutes to go here on Couch Sports Football. Why do Sky have different scorecards for Premiership? What do you mean? What do you mean? I know they've changed it. Before it used to be um, the name of the teams with the scoreline and then the time. Now it's the badges. So I know they've changed it. It's the badges. Um, Here we go with Henderson. Out wide here. It's still the old one on the other competitions. Maybe they're just trialing it in the Premier League and maybe they roll it out for the other ones. Let's be honest, the Premier League is where Sky Sports get 90% of their money when it comes to football anyway. I don't like it, not gonna lie. As in, you don't like the badges. I, I don't know, I like the badges. I prefer the old one. Trent Alexander, put my teeth back in my mouth. Trent Alexander-Arnold to start the game back off, headed away by Fass. Falls to Trent Alexander-Arnold and is cleared away by Thomas. Harvey Barnes tries to get the end of it, but it's intercepted. Tillemans will hit the ball over the top. Harvey Barnes will try and charge this down against Matip. Vardy will try and charge down Alisson, but Alisson will just clear it down the line into the path of Sommer, and it falls to Tillemans. Tries to feed Ilya Nacho, but it's intercepted there by Simicast, and Simicast now comes away with it here. But I'd much prefer to watch the official Premier League coverage, but fancy FA laws stop that. Very annoying. Do you know what the laws in that the Premier League have when it comes to showing football in the UK is absolutely insane. The fact that we are in 2022, is it like 20 odd 10 20 30 odd years after the Premier League started? 30 odd years after the Premier League started, the fact that we do not have a Netflix style Premier League streaming platform, where you pay 10 to 15 pounds a month and you have access to all the Premier League games, whether it's with commentary or without commentary. It's insane. It is insane. The fact that you have to pay 40 quid for Sky Sports, another 20 to 30 quid for BT Sport, and then another 7 quid for Amazon Prime. The fact that you have to pay about 75 quid a year to watch Premier League football in the country that it originates from is insane. When it came out the other day that in is it in Arab countries, they only have to pay something along the lines of £30, no, £70 a year. We pay that a month, they pay that a year. In America, in America, I've got a few streamers in America that I'm in contact with. In America, $25 a month gets you the Premier League, the Serie A, and the La Liga. So the Premier League, the Serie A, and La Liga gets you for $25 a month. Let's see how much is that in pounds. $25 in pounds. That's £20 a month over in the States. But where the football originates from, the Premier League, we're paying £70 a month. It's flipping stupid. It's ridiculous. The Premier League would make more money if they had a streaming platform. Let's just look. I'm pretty certain the last how many people. Let's Google right now. How many people watch? How many people watch the Premier League world in the world? So according to an article, so this was when was this written? So on the 21st of October this year, is it this year? When was this article written? Is there another article? Let's see. So okay, here, Mail Online. Mail Online, okay? 3.2 billion viewers around the world. I'll come back to this. There's a corner here for Leicester on the 76th minute. And with the way this game's gone, I would not be surprised if we saw a Leicester equaliser from that man fast. It's headed away by Darwin Nunez, and Dewsbury Hall just lashes at it. It goes over the bar. So back to talking about the Premier League. In January of this year, according to the Mail Online, 3.2 billion people 3.2 billion people watched the Premier League. Okay, so 3.2 billion, not 3 million, not 30 million, 3.2 billion. If you have a streaming platform, imagine they're strict. They're not like Netflix. You're not allowed to share password. It's one account, one device. 3.2 billion. 3.2 billion times £15. If the Premier League made a Netflix subscription, if the Premier League made a Netflix subscription type streaming platform, and according to the figure where 3.2 billion were watching it in January around the world, if they charge £15 a month for all the games, and obviously only the select few would have commentary, maybe some others will have commentary, but you know, the main ones will be the highlight one. Yeah? But 3.2 billion watch it, £15 a month. Do you know how much money that would generate in the Premier League? 48 billion pounds. If the Premier League charged £15 and 3.2 billion people subscribed, they would generate 48 billion pounds. Do you want to know how much the current TV package is for the Premier League with Sky Sports? Let's see how much the current TV package is. Sky Sports package Premier. How much did Sky Sports and BT pay? So according to the Sports Pro Media, which, let's see when this was written, 6th of April this year. The 6th of April this year, Sky Sports and BT paid 5.1 billion for the rights to show the Premier League on their platforms. 5.1 billion. Just that one calculation alone, they would not just double that, triple that. I couldn't even tell you what the exact percentage is. But 5.1 billion, 48 billion. 5.1 billion, that's 8 times more than what they're currently getting. It doesn't make sense. Digster, back to your question about what the score is. It's still 2-0. It's still 2-0 and it's getting worse for Chris Moyes, David Moyes at West Ham. They are towards the bottom of the table, you know. Let's see. I've got it here in front of me. Let's refresh the table. They're 17th as it stands. They are currently 17th. It's not looking good for West Ham, you know. It is not looking good for West Ham. Here we go with 9.5 minutes left of the 90 to go plus added time. It's Liverpool 2, Leicester 1. Alisson with a long kick out from the back, but it only falls to Castagna. Shaw into Amate. Amate into Samari. Tillemans. Castagna. Intercepted by Harvey Elliott. It falls to Thiago. Thiago into Darwin Nunez. Darwin Nunez right foot. Takes a shot from distance, but it's blocked by Amate. Falls to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Naby Keita down the right side. It's a ball point to the box, but it's straight at the keeper, Ward. And Leicester start to get back off with Sommer. Out wide there towards Ilianacho. He's got a few targets ahead of him. He gets away from Simicas, but it's into the path of Tillemans. Out to his left-hand side towards Harvey Barnes. But it's intercepted there by Trent Alexander-Arnold, who intercepts the second one. Fastest child being battled out by Darwin Nunez, and Darwin Nunez takes it off him here on the right side, cuts in on his left foot, holds the ball up here, lays it into the player Salah, but it's intercepted there by Amate. And Salah takes the shot and it's saved. We can't even watch every game like the 3 o'clock games. Either it's a joke. This is why loads of people in the country get VPNs or just watch football. I know people that pay £100 a year, £100 a year to get a box that allows you to watch every single Premier League game. Whether it's a half 12 game, a 3 o'clock game, a 5 o'clock game, an 8 o'clock game. I know people that have a box that allows you to watch every single Premier League game in the UK. £100 a year. £100 a year. And you get mugs like me who pay £70 a month just to watch the Premier League. Liverpool 2, Leicester 1. Liverpool with a corner here down that far right hand side. Good deal in my opinion, dude. I would pay £100 a month, a year. I would easily pay £100 a year. I'd save over 700 quid. Here we go with the corner down that left hand side. Simicas with the header, and it's straight by Darwin Nunez into the hands of Ward. Leicester now to start the game back off here with 7 minutes to go with Ilianacho bringing the ball forward. He's got Samari free down his left hand side if you can find him. It's even worse coverage of the lower league. Harvey Elliott's down on the ground here. Simicas is waiting to see whether to hit the ball out of play. He'll still hold on to it, but the referee waits. It's so crazy. You know, you could have a regional based team that does the coverage for the lower leagues. It's just, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. Javier is down on the ground here on Couch Sports Football. Did you see the Aldi scenes over Prime? Dude, that is insane. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Over an energy... What I don't understand is an energy drink. What are parents doing allowing their kids to have this energy drink? They're far too young to be drinking energy drinks. Harvey Elliott's absolutely fuming. Harvey Elliott is absolutely fuming. I don't think he's happy with the way it's gone down there. But yeah, Aldi is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I heard it tastes like shitty juice anyway. It's made by, it's owned by people like KSI and Logan Paul. Do you really think they took a lot of time to create a drink that tastes nice? Do you think they spent a lot of time? Dude, they have made filthy money here. Just for the money. It is. They know they have a market and they have gone and made their money. Look, you don't get to the top and stay at the top without making money. Logan Paul, KSI both started on YouTube, and since then they've progressed further outfield. KSI went into music, Logan Paul went into podcasting, then they went into boxing. Logan Paul went into um, wrestling. Logan Paul's big in wrestling, like he's done, he's had a few wrestling matches, and he looks good in wrestling as well. He doesn't look like a novice. I don't watch wrestling. I used to watch it back in the day, but I know what it could look like. KSI has 10 properties in London that generate him over 200, I think, is it 100 million a year in rent? They've just been clever with their money. They know what they're doing. KSI and Logan Paul were huge when Prime came out. It just works. It just works. They know what they're doing. They know their market. And the fact that it was so scarce, was even better for them. I saw people spending thousands of pounds. He hasn't even activated his Windows. I'm telling you now, I don't think he touches a computer in his life. I think the only computer he touches is probably when he goes live, for an odd stream here and there. But I don't think he does anything. I remember watching KSI back in the day. I used to love it. Early KSI. Emil Heskey days. Mum, I got Hazard. He only makes videos. Simicast with the ball into the box. Headed away by Fast. When he first started streaming, like he used to play other games, like story campaigns. There was a game called Outlast that he played, like horror games and stuff like that. I used to love watching him. I loved watching him. And then the moment he branched out into music, that's when I stopped watching. And then he made the Sidemen, and I didn't. Sidemen wasn't for me. Playing OG FIFA, yeah. Emil Heskey, that's how old KSI was. So that's how long ago KSI was playing FIFA. Emil Heskey used to be in the game. When did Emil Heskey retire? Let's see. When did Emil Heskey retire? He retired in 2010. Drogba. I still think the funniest one is when he rings his mom to tell her that he got Eden Hazard, that he packed Eden Hazard. That was the funniest one for me. Darwin Nunez, now who's had a brilliant game today. He's had a much better game today. Naby Keita tries to thread one in towards Mohamed Salah, but it's intercepted there by Danny Ward, and it's Samari who comes away with it. But we all know FIFA points. Yeah, he did. He's admitted to be spending FIFA points, but it's when he packed Hazard. You can spend all the money in the world getting FIFA points. That does not guarantee you the cards. It just means you have a high probability. But it's when he packed Hazard and he rings his mum. Mum, I got Hazard. Mum, I got Hazard. And she's like, what's a Hazard? I got Hazard. I laughed at that one. Thomas heads it into the path of Dewsbury Hall, who's brought down there by Gomez. Free kick here for Leicester. 1 minute to go, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute to go. Samari goes back to Fast. Out wide there towards Amate. Out wide towards Castagna. First having towards Tillemans. Backwards to Castagna. Samari. Amate. Samari on the right side. Out wide. Elianacho there brings down Thiago. Free kick here for Liverpool. 2-1. Looks like it's going to end 2-1, ladies and gentlemen. Leicester did apply a bit of pressure in the second half, but it went on to become nothing. Playing Battlefield 5. Dude, how many Battlefield games do you have? I think I only ever got one Battlefield game. Was it Battlefield 1? Is that what it was called? I can't remember, I'll be honest with you. Keita. Harvey Elliott. Henderson out wide here towards Gomez. Darwin Nunez is asking for it, but it's headed away by Marte. They're all on Game Pass. Okay. Have you played? Is it called High on Life? Is that what it's called? Is that on Game Pass? I'm pretty certain it is. Yes, dude. I think I've watched about the first hour of the gameplay and I found it hilarious. I saw what is it? Right at the beginning when when the gun tells you to press the button on the controller that shoots. If you press the start button, he absolutely loses his shit and says to you, "When has there ever been a first-person shooter where the start button is the button that you press to shoot?" Made by the same people as Rick and Morty. You're right. You're right. And they know how to write comedy, so it works. And my only concern is obviously I only watched the first hour gameplay. I don't know if you finished the game, Dixter Games, but does it become annoying? The gun, does it become annoying like his voice? I only feel like his voice is at that pitch where after so many hours it's gonna get annoying. We are in added time, 4 minutes of added time, 91st minute. But Leicester have a free kick here. And with the bonkers that this game has been, is Leicester going to equalise? Tillman short to Thomas. Puts the ball into the box. Heading towards goal. Allison punches. Offside flag. It does, but you can turn him off in the gameplay. He only speaks rarely and for the main dialogue bits. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Henderson down on the ground here. 92nd minute. What difference between strategic and tactical? In what? I have no idea what you're on about. Darwin Nunez in games. What's the difference between strategic and tactical in games? I have no idea, mate. I have no idea. I don't think I've ever seen that saying. Dewsbury Hall puts a ball into the box, but it's headed away. Ilianacho, is there a last chance? Snatch and grab it. And that's that full time, ladies and gentlemen, here on Card Sports Football. It's finished. Liverpool 2, Leicester 1, and what a bonkers game it was. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a wonderful game. I appreciate every single one of you that came by too. Harvey that subscribed over on YouTube, Digs the Games. I appreciate you coming by and sticking by for the rest of the stream. A-Quack's there. How you doing, A-Quacks? A-Quacks, I'm ending the stream. I'll see you tomorrow where we have Wolves taking on Manchester United, Arsenal taking on Brighton. And Sunday, I'll be alive all day. Ladies and gentlemen, look after yourselves. Stay safe. Peace.